I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm headed to the arcade. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm bringing everything I made.
Welcome to 1971, a land of arcades, innovation, and the kickstart of the gaming industry. It was an amazing time for people because people were finally given a fun and cheap activity that also offered a competitive feel to each game to see how much of a high score one could earn. The big three game companies of the time were the Taito Game Company, creators of the Astro Racer, and Atari, famously known for creating games like Pong and eventually Asteroids. And finally, Sega, which is still known in the modern world today, but is also known at the time for creating a game such as Motocross. The early 70s was the calm before the storm of what would soon be known as the golden age of video games. To many retro game fans, the golden age of video games started around 1978 and lasted up to the mid-80s. Not only was this around the time the revolutionary Atari 26 home console was created, but soon many world-renowned games such as Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and many other titles would soon be there to withstand the test of time. It seems as though gaming had reached its peak. That is, of course, until the 2000s. By the early 2000s, the two big gaming companies presented themselves as Sony PlayStation from Japan and Microsoft Xbox here in America. The two soon became the kings of the gaming industry, with Xbox selling over 1 million devices upon its first few weeks of launch, and PlayStation having over 100,000 pre-ordered before it even began to hit the shelves. But the two companies soon started a long and hard-fought battle between each other that still rolls on in the modern world today. Soon the two companies would offer console-exclusive games to try to outplay their competitors. On the same day as the console reveal, Xbox launched Halo Combat Evolved. PlayStation would stick with the popular series such as Final Fantasy and Castlevania. Games had changed drastically since the golden age, but by the year 2000, most standard games were transformed into 3D, first-person or third-person view style games. Both Xbox and PlayStation were constantly to change their image, upgrade their consoles, and add as many features as possible to make the gaming experience as fun as possible. By the year 2006, both Xbox and PlayStation would have already updated their systems 3 times, bringing forth the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Both consoles would offer the consumer stunning graphics, never before seen gameplay, as well as never before seen game ideas, all through the control of one's own hands. If you look at how gaming has evolved since the late 70s, games have grown from these giant bulky systems of 8-bit fun to these handheld virtual entertainment systems that no one in the right mind could live without. If we envision the world in 10 years, who's to say how much further we could advance these technologies? As we pick up and play our games, we must come to realize how much change has truly followed this industry. And we must ask ourselves the question, what's next?